As I went through the scripts of the president's speech to come up with this coverage, I could literally feel the president's pulse. I saw a visionary leader full of hope, wisdom, and strategy, and I thought to myself, all I would have to do is just to read some of the lines, and that will be it for the report. I read, "Fellow Ambazonians, as I told you last week, the focus of those who have been paid to destabilize our struggle or stop our efforts towards total independence is now the home front. They have recruited con artists in Kondegi prison to spread anti-interim government propaganda. Amongst our ARFs trying to disconnect them from the people's interim government, they are serving them with poison in honeycombs. Their catchphrase is unity or collaboration. The result is confusion, distraction, and loss of innocent lives from Bui to Undaunted and Bambui. These renegades are encouraging our loyal ARFs to operate independent of the diaspora. By that, they mean the interim government and are dishing out white elephant promises to our vulnerable fighter. The do-nothing and have-nothing manipulators think that by deceiving fighters, they will, with the help of La République de Cameroon, take them over, then broker negotiations with La République de Cameroon for a one Cameroon solution. This is doomed to fail like previous efforts by their predecessors. Dear ARFs, you have always been united under your counties and local government areas under this interim government, and your unity platform is known as the ARF Unity under the ARF. Remember that as county and local government regiments, you started by answering different names. You answered and still answer names such as Mountain Lions, Red Dragons, Expendables, TTA, Tigers, Marines, Warriors, etc. But today you are all known as the ARFs. You are united under your ARF chain of command in the home front, under your field marshals, major generals, and generals. That is the kind of unity we need. Unity under leadership that is disciplined and observes the uniform code of conduct and respects the authority and institutions of the state of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Those who refuse to identify as the ARFs but pay allegiance to individuals are not our enemies. You did not force them to join you. Of course, they are not your enemies, but they are not your friends either. They are your fellow Ambazonians. Unity without love is a trap. Unity without mutual respect is guardian of conflicts. Unity with an avowed enemy is a time. Unity without principles is foolishness, and unity with murderers is suicide. Unity without preconditions is surrender. Unity that causes you to rather fear for your safety. Unity that brings mourning and sorrows, as we see in Bui and Undaunted, is made in La République. Any other so-called unity than the one you have known as ARFs is a short form of unity palace. Let me say it here loud and clear. We will only work with and sponsor those united under ARFs and who recognize the role of the interim government at this time. As we prepare to draft big for 2022, our principle this year shall be, if you believe that you don't need the interim government will find those who need the interim government. If you believe that you can do it alone through gifts in the home front or kidnapping and extortion, we will not make you our enemy, but the interim government will not help those who can help themselves. If we must not hold you accountable, why will you hold us accountable? If you don't recognize us as your chain of command, we will not recognize you as our foot soldiers. We will give account to Ambazonia and the international community of all that are under our leadership and authority. If anyone does not need our help, we will give it to those who need it and are ready to work according to our basic or standard rules and practices for all ARFs in counties and local government areas. Our relationship between the interim government and ARFs in the home front should be one of a benevolent partnership, not competition or rivalry. There is no power tussle between the home front and the diaspora. When we get to Boya, we will decide on politics and governance. Fellow Ambazonians, let me remind you and all the Arfs that the day you will agree that you no longer need the interim government in the prosecution of this war will be the day you dash our hopes to achieve a free and independent Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Because a two-wheeled vehicle cannot move on one wheel. The home front cannot do without the interim government, and the interim government cannot do without the home front. Those who want to alter this winning formula midway into our liberation journey, one that has brought us this far, who wants La République de Cameroon to negotiate directly with them and not with the interim government, are fighting for a paycheck, not for a free Southern Cameroon Ambazonia. La République de Cameroon cannot give you independence in a brown envelope. They may give you amnesty, but not freedom. You may be freed for the world to see, but as soon as the cameras are away, they will slaughter you all like rats. Fellow Ambazonians, this week my office responded to critical needs in Lebialem to the tune of 2 million CFA as part of our Lava 3 investment to help step up the game in the home front. This was in addition to what the counties and local government areas are doing. We are also disbursing 2.5 million CFA to Indian and Ngok Ketunjia. We have also responded with a sum of 1.5 million CFA to help our cholera victims in Victoria, Ambazonia.